Hello and welcome to my channel, Making Crafts. I am back with my pocket sample journal. And so this is the journal I showed you on Freebie Share Saturday that I had just put together just using random pages that was in my scrap bin and leftover digitals and things like that. So I am going to now start making pockets for it. And so in the Freebie Share Saturday, I shared Antonio Makes Freebie as well as this Magical Garden kit. And this is the pocket that we made on Saturday. And I've been thinking after I've looked at it, is it going to be large enough? So what I've decided to do is, just in case it's not large enough and expandable enough, I am just going to Velcro it in to my book. So I've added a little Velcro dot here and the other side there, and then I'm just attaching it in. And that way, if I need to make a bigger one, I can. But I don't know, if I haven't made one for the back, I'm going to use this one in a different journal. So I may just make a larger expandable one for the back. So if I do, I will show you that. But we also have lots of pockets that we could add expandable pockets to. So if you've already glued yours in, it will not be a problem at all. You can still do the same thing, and then we can add them to other pages if we need to. So for today's pocket, it's very simple. Most of these pockets, like I said in the other video, are going to be just some folded pockets. Normally I fold them out of book pages, but I've decided to fold them this time out of digital. So this is the digital I showed you in Freebie Share Saturday, and this is the Magical Garden by Antonio Makes. And don't forget, if you didn't see that video, you can use this coupon code SUSAN10, S-U-S-A-N 10. And I don't think you have to have all caps either, so you can just put capital S and then all the lowercase. I had one written out here. Here it is. So here you could just put Susan10 like this, and either way I think will work. And just put Susan10 in the promo code spot at checkout, and you can get 10% off on anything in any digitals in Antonio Makes shop. And it's my affiliate coupon, so it lets Antonio know that I've sent you there, but it also helps my channel out a little bit each time if you use that coupon code and purchase from Antonio Makes shop. And you can use that coupon code as many times as you would like. And I'm just looking in the camera now, seeing that this looks a little crooked, so we're going to have to straighten it up. I had trimmed off the edges, but I was doing it very quickly, and I think I may have gotten it crooked when I did it. So I just want to straighten my edges up though for this to work out. So my printer prints white edges on the page, so what I've done is I've just trimmed the white edges off quickly, and so I've got it like this. So it's a little smaller now, but that's okay. You can use any size paper for this. So I am going to make a small pocket today because this is a not as wide journal, but if you have a wider journal, then you could use a larger page. So I'm just going to cut this down. Let's see. It is about 10 and a half, so I'm just going to cut it down to 5 1/4, just halfway down, just through the middle here. And there we have 2 pieces, but like I said, you can use a larger sheet for a larger journal, but the fold will be the same. So for this one, I have printed my paper. You know, one side is the right side up, and if you flip it over, this one's upside down. And I did that on purpose so that when we fold it, both sides will be, everywhere should have mostly everything pointing up. Now some spots will be sideways, but that's okay. So what I want to do is I want to take this piece, and the part that I want to be showing, I want to have it in front of me right now, and I'm just going to flip it over, and I'm going to the top corner here. Even though on the back it looks like the bottom corner because it's upside down, so I hope it makes sense. We're going to worry about it being the top corner of this sheet, and we're just going to fold it over a little ways, and I'm leaving about probably about an inch or so, 3/4 or an inch, and then I'm just bending that corner down. Okay. Make sure I fold it fairly straight. So then I'm just going to take and turn it back around, and I'm going to fold this over. So I'm just going to fold over in itself, the white over on the blue. Okay. Just press that down. So then I'm going to pick it up, and where we got our little slant here, I'm going to put it down to the bottom, and I'm going to fold it up, matching the top edges here. And there we have our little pocket. And I need my pressing tool here to just press down on it, because it is a bit bulky. You could just use copy paper for this. And so then for this little pocket, and I'm just going to glue. So you have a pocket here, and then you have, this will be a pocket here, and you'll also have a pocket in here. So I'm just going to take it where we folded this slanted piece up. I'm just going to glue right there. Okay, so now my glue didn't want to come out. Now a whole gob came out. So let me get a tissue, if I can find one or something to wipe that off with. Maybe this. Oh, that's not. Take a piece of scrap here and just wipe some of it off. So I just want to glue that shut. Just on the edge here though. You just want to put the glue down the edge. You don't want to glue the whole thing because just on the edge here so that you still have your pocket right there, okay? And then you're not gluing here because that'll give you another pocket. Now if you want it where you just stick something in the top there instead of tucking it into that pocket, you could do that as well. You could glue the edge shut. I'm just going to press just a little bit more. Just get it pressed down. I'm using 32-pound copy paper, 32-pound premium paper, but I do believe I should have printed it on copy paper. I think that it would have been a little bit better to fold. Now this print, it doesn't really matter if it was right side up or not because nothing's really showing there that would matter. So then we have a pocket here, and you could always take, and let me look here, I have a, so you could take and like right here, you could put a little flower if you wanted to on your pocket. And then, if I can hold that up because of the lighting. And then you can stick something in here. So I cut out a tag from this kit. And what I'm going to do is I'll probably stick that one in here, or I may use, let me see here. I may actually use one of these. So I'm just going to take and fold it in half. I'm trying to decide which one's going to look best in the pocket. So I cut two out to see. This one, is it going to be too big? I'm trying to check and see here. It may be a bit too big for the pocket. It would fit in this one, but we wouldn't be able to see it. But I may just tuck it there anyway like this, because I'm not actually using this one as a pocket in my journal. This is just a sample pocket. So what I'm going to do now, inside of this little journaling card here, I'm just going to write out that it's my channel. So I'm going to put Making Crafts, because if you want to follow along and do this, that way you'll know where to find this video. So I'm going to put the video, you know, who did the video, and then I'm going to put video pocket number 1. And that's what I'm going to label this video, is pocket number 1. So you should be able to search that anytime if you go back to your journal and you forgot how to make it. So that's one way. And then I was thinking if I see somebody else making a pocket and I want to make that pocket, I could do the same thing. As I could put the name of their video, I could put the name of their channel, the name of their video, because theirs is not going to be numbered pockets, but I could put the name of their video, and that way I could go back once I find it in my journal. Now that's why I'm making these videos, is I forget a lot of times how I made a pocket. So I thought that it would be nice for me to, in case I didn't remember, I could always go back and rewatch the video. Now I would just set it in there like that because I think that's cute. But I'm wondering when I flip through the journal, will I notice that it has these other pockets if I set it in that way? So I don't know yet how I want to do that, because normally you would put something back here and then something small in there. So now we're going to make one more with you, because what we're going to do is we're going to make another sample, and that sample is going to go inside of our expandable pocket. And that one we're not going to glue. So here's this one. Let's see, do we want to use this one, or I have another one that I like this one, that I cut down. So we're going to do the same thing, and what do I want to be the front? I'm going to, let's make the white the front this time. The white flowers and the white background. So this is going to be my front, so I'm just going to turn it around, and see this one's upside down, and that's fine because we want it to be that way. And I'm just going to fold it back just a little ways, leaving about an inch right here. And then I'm just going to fold that down. And then we're going to turn it back to the front, and we're going to fold this over. Just press down. get some good creases in there so it's not so bulky when we fold it up. So then I like to turn it upside down like this and then fold this upwards into the top there. And it's not wanting to fold for me. There we go. That right there didn't want to fold at the bottom. It was just too bulky. Let's get our foam folder and just press that. And there we have another pocket. You can't really see it with my lighting now. It's starting to get dark outside. The lighting is not as good inside. So there we have it with the white showing on the outside. And I made one earlier with the blue, but I don't see where it went that was using this paper. But so you could use that too. I could put that in my journal. But what I'm going to do now is I'm not going to glue this one shut because we're going to leave it open so that when we go back in, if we don't remember how to make it, we'll have one that's folded. But we do need to mark it. So I hate to make it mess it up, but this is just our sample. So I'm just going to write on this pocket number 1, and it will go inside of that pocket. And I'll see how many will fit in there as we do this. And then I want to put this one. The reason I'm labeling them, because I'm not going to put them in order in here. I'm going to just put them where I think these look pretty. So I'm thinking this one may look cute right here. And so then we'll just add the little note in it. And you can also make it so that you had a pocket at the back when you glued it down. So let's just glue this down. I'm not going to make it a pocket. I'm just going to glue it down. And just press it on here. And then stick my little journaling card in it. And I think what I'm going to do with my journaling card is that it is plenty big. So what if I trim it down some? I'm just going to trim it down like that, so that way I can see that there's more pockets back there. And I could even stick something in that pocket so that when I'm flipping through my journal here, I'll be able to tell that this one has several different pockets. I may want to trim that one down too, or it's matching, isn't it? So I may have to put a different tag in there so I can see. But that way, when I'm flipping through my journal and I'm trying to look for ideas on, you know, a pocket to make, then I will have one started. Now, you don't have to do this one. The only reason I'm doing this one is because it is a way to unfold it and figure out how to do it, but you could always go back and watch the video too. So if you don't want to make a second one and you just plan on going back and watching the video, then that would be fine as well, just to put one in here and then go back and watch the video when you if you forget. And also I think right here would be cute to add a little decoration or something. I don't really have anything on my desk right now that I want to add, but I think that would be cute. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this pocket, and I hope you're going to follow along with me and create some more pockets this month. And we're just going to fill this journal up with all kinds of pockets and pocket ideas. And I'm still debating the whole thing about having them in here now. Now that I'm putting the video number and pocket number in here, I'm not sure I need to make 2 of each one. So I'm going to have to think about that. But this is just a learning project for myself as well, because I've never really done this. It's just something I wanted to try and see, try and have some samples, because I think it'll be nice when I flip through to have ideas of what. And it also, what I kind of think is, I could do it in different papers that I own, digitals, so that it would remind me of what digitals that I actually have. I don't know if I'll do that yet or not. I know I'm going to use some die cuts and different things that I have, and even though if you don't have those, you can still follow along, and you could use some fussy cuts or whatever you have that way. But I kind of want to remember some of the die cuts I have too, so I will have some of those pockets as well. So let me know below, are you going to follow along and make you a pocket sample journal? I have seen sample journals before several years ago, and I didn't have time then to follow along. I think those had a bit of everything in them, but I'm going to make this one just for pockets, and then maybe another one for other things later on. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.